So I wanted to talk about this commercial that came out recently featuring Marina Abramovič, who is a high-ranking witch and Satanist in Hollywood and other elite circles. Now, this commercial has since been deleted, but it was posted onto Microsoft's YouTube channel, and it was promoting a new virtual reality technology headset thing called HoloLens. But the video was massively disliked. There was a ton of comments and a ton of backlash, and that forced Microsoft to delete it off their channel, which I find pretty funny. But now, of course, they are trying to backpedal and say that the reason why they deleted it is because of, these right-wing nut jobs who came out and accused her of Satanism, even though she does not hide her occult ties. She does not hide her ties to Satanism. And of course, as many of you remember, she was tied up in the whole Pizzagate thing with the hacked emails coming from John Podesta, Marina inviting John Podesta to spirit cooking. And we can see her doing all these sorts of weird rituals and satanic things that just make it undeniable who she is and what she is a part of. So it's really no surprise that Microsoft is using a person like her to promote their new product. But this is another excellent way to wake people up. And them deleting the video, it just goes to show you that our voices are making a difference, and it does have an effect when we spread this information to others. But I'm going to go ahead and play the now deleted video, and you can see how creepy it is for yourself.
I believe that art of the future is art without objects. It's just pure transmission of energy between the viewer and artist. To me, mixed reality is this answer.
This was a unique opportunity to take the most legendary artists working now and capture them in such a way that they are translatable forever.
If you're a collector, you're trying to find works that break new ground. We here at Christie's believe that this is that. And it will be the first time that a mixed reality artwork is sold at auction.
There was always a question what you buy when you buy performance. You buy the video or you buy the additional photographs. Here, you actually can have the artist's presence in your collection.
The first thing that we had to figure out was you had to feel that you were in the room with Marina, not a document of Marina. HoloLens 2 was created by people who quite clearly have an interest in the audience forgetting that they are using technology. So the purest expression of artistic intent can happen.
I really want viewer to be with me in the space and here and now. The life is dealing with what is going to stay after I'm not there anymore. And I can face myself. And that's a frightening experience. Really like you facing your own ghost. There is always this great idea of immortality. Once you die, the work will never die because the work of art can continue. In performance, the piece is only in the memory of the audience and nowhere else. Here, I am kept forever.
Okay, so yes, that video has since been deleted, thank goodness, and I'm so glad to see the amount of backlash that there was, because it shows that there is still some hope for humanity after all. Now, the fact that they thought they could push this through and they could actually promote their product using a washed up Hollywood witch who is doing nothing more than standing inside a ritual circle while a bunch of zombies surround her with these virtual reality headsets on, like they really thought that was going to sell their product. I mean, come on, we're in the middle of an economic collapse here. We don't want their garbage virtual reality headsets so we could stare at this freak demonic witch doing her stupid rituals. So yeah, I'm just so glad to see that people did see through it this time. But this is just more of the agenda being pushed on us. They want us completely checked out of reality. They want us living inside of these virtual worlds that they can create and they can mold and bend to their will. It takes away people's morality because you can pretty much do anything in these virtual worlds and not have any consequences whatsoever. And it completely disconnects us from one another, disconnects us from reality, disconnects us from humanity. And that is exactly what they want. They don't necessarily want to kill us off in huge amounts. I understand depopulation is a thing, but they don't want to kill us off in these massive amounts because they need us. They feed off of us. They feed off of our fear, off of our dependency, and off of our brainwashing, because they're all about control. And the more they're able to control us, the better they feel about themselves, because that's how pathetic and psychopathic they are. But yeah, so this is just one more push towards the transhumanist agenda. And it does look like people are actually starting to see through it, which is great news. Because how can you possibly explain this one away? Like I said, this is a great way to wake up friends and family members, because if they can't see this, then I don't know how to get through to them, because you can show her direct connections to Satanism, to the Hollywood elite, to all these actors and actresses and musicians, and she does nothing but these sick satanic rituals, like writing on the wall in blood about how to sprinkle your nightmares in urine and feed your breast milk, whatever. I don't even want to say it because it's disgusting. We all know what she did during that blood ritual. And this is just all out there in the open. So, you have to ask people, like, why would Microsoft hire a high-ranking witch from Hollywood to introduce this virtual reality world and try to push it onto all of us? Like, what do her and Microsoft have in common? And of course, there's no coincidence there that Microsoft was ran by Bill Gates for several decades. And I know some people will say, well, he stepped down from Microsoft. He's not the CEO anymore. But it's like, come on. I mean, Microsoft is a computer company. Why are they using a Satanist to push their products? So again, you can use this to show people her connections with Hollywood celebrities. I mean, she hangs out with Jay-Z, Lady Gaga, Gwen Stefani, Courtney Love, James Franco. The list goes on and on and on. She can be seen all over Hollywood all the time. It's no secret. I mean, it's an open secret at this point. But of course, they have to try to deflect from it. There's been a bunch of articles written saying that they were forced to take it down because they were getting so many crazy comments from these nutjob conspiracy theorists. This article here says Microsoft just pulled an ad featuring Marina Abramovič after right-wing conspiracy theorists accused her of Satanism. Here's how a straightforward technology ad got twisted into allegations of Satanism. So I'm not going to give these people too much time to read their stupid article, because it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see that this lady is satanic and demonic to the core. And if you are to deny that after looking through the evidence we have on her, then you're just in denial. And there's probably never going to be any getting through to you anyway. But it does say before long, the video caught the attention of the far right internet. And there again, they're constantly trying to group us into this far right, which I don't consider myself on the right or the left. I don't partake in any of it because it's all rigged. It's all a scripted dog and pony show that is there to divide and distract us. But it says days after it was posted, the ad, which, just to be clear, contains no mention of Satanism whatsoever. It was given a thumbs down for more than from more than 24,000 users on YouTube. A Microsoft representative declined to comment about the removal of the video. After being pressed for more information, the representative did not deny that it had been deleted, saying simply, Microsoft doesn't have anything additional to share here, thanks. Yeah, because they don't have any good excuse. They have nothing to say, because what are you going to say? Oops, we got caught this time. Oops, people figured out that we're in bed with a bunch of satanic freaks. Yeah, of course they're not going to have anything to say or anything to comment. It says screenshots and clips of the video have circulated around Reddit as well as Twitter and other social media. According to Art News, many of the disapproving votes came after InfoWars, a far-right blog run by Alex Jones that has promoted conspiracy theories as news, published a story attempting to connect the new Microsoft video to an earlier theory that Abramovič is a Satanist. Yeah, well, Alex Jones can say whatever he wants. They want us all grouped in with people like Alex Jones because it's controlled opposition and he makes us all look crazy. Obviously, I think most of us have figured that out by this point. But it is not a theory that she is a Satanist. It's a well-documented fact fact, and there's no denying it. So these people are just trying to cover their tracks and, doing ad hominem attacks and straw man arguments to try to get out of it. And then it says Abramovič defended herself at the time, saying, "I'm outraged because this is taken completely out of my context. Anybody who wants can read my memoirs and find out that my work is far away from Satanism." Right. That's why you're carving satanic pentagrams into your stomach and holding parties with a bunch of other satanic celebrities where you guys are all eating cakes that are shaped like dead people, right? Right. No, it has nothing to do with Satanism. That's why you're inviting John Podesta over to a spirit cooking party. Okay. I mean, come on. It's more than obvious what this woman is all about. And I think all of us are well aware of it too. So they're not getting by with this stuff anymore. People are starting to wake up and see the writing on the wall here. Literally the writing on the wall, where she's writing on the wall with pig's blood, like the disgusting satanic freak that she is. And it does give me a little bit of hope to know that people are seeing through it. They're not falling for it anymore. And that Microsoft was pretty much forced to delete their video after all the comments and dislikes, and righteous outrage to see them defending and promoting a satanic witch like Abramovič.